Hello student, in previous video we have seen about the modes of asexual reproduction. In that we have seen about the fission, the types of fission. In that we see binary fission and the multiple fission. Later on we have seen about the fragmentation and it is generally occur in a spirogyra. Then regeneration process, it is occur in a planaria and the hydra. And in hydra another reproduction process, that is a budding, and in the plant we have seen about the vegetative propagation. In that we see the root by the stem and the leaf. Then later on we see about the artificial method in the vegetative propagation, that is grafting, cutting, layering and the tissue culture, and also have seen about the benefits of the tissue culturing. And the last asexual mode of reproduction, that is of spore formation, that we have seen. Then after we have seen in detail about the sexual reproduction. In that we started from the plants, and in that we see the flower, and according to the parts which is present in the flower, we divided flower into the two types: bisexual flower and the unisexual flower. And then we have seen about the structure of the flower and how the seed formation process that occur in the flower, how the fertilization that is takes place in the flower, that we have seen. Then how the zygote is formed, how the seed that how the ovum that is converted into the seed and the ovary that converted into the fruits. In this video we will further study about the reproduction in the human beings, means the sexual reproduction in the human beings. In that we will study about the male reproductive system and the female reproductive system. As I told you that the human use sexual mode of reproduction. Now let's see, before we start the sexual reproduction mode of sexual reproduction in the human, some of the terminology we have to know. The first one, that is of the puberty. So what is the meaning of the puberty? The puberty means you can say the sexual maturation as well. The period of the life when the production of the germ cell, for example, if the female is there, then the ova is produced, means the ovum is production of the ovum is there, means the sex cell you can consider it, and the if the male is there, then the sperm is there. So this sperm is called the sex cell, or you can say the sperm germ cell. So in the period of the life when the production of the germ cell, or you can say the sex cell, in the female the ova, production of the ova, and the male the production of the sperm that start in the body. So this period of the sexual maturation is called the puberty. Puberty means it is nothing but it is just sexual maturation. The period of the life when the production of the germ cell, for example ova, that is produced in the female reproductive system, and the sperm that is produced in the male reproductive system, that start in the body. This period of the sexual maturation is called the puberty. Now let's see the what kind of change that occur during the puberty. There are some of the characteristics, some of the change which are the common in the both male as well as the female. So let's see the common changes, or you can say the common features that is changed during the puberty, or you can say the maturation period. The first one, that is of thick hair growth in armpit and the genital area. So the during the puberty, in the male and the female, the thick hair growth in the armpit and the genital area you can observe. The second one, that is of skin become oily and the many result it may result the pimples, or you can say the acne problem. So this both character or both changes that same in the male as well as the female, that can be seen in during the puberty in the both male and the female. So first one, that is of a thick hair growth in the armpit and the genital area, and the second one, that change occur during the puberty, that is of skin become oily and it may result in pimple. Now let's see some of the other changes that also can seen during the puberty. And in the girls, the change that occur in the puberty, that is first one, that is a breast size begun to increase, and the second one, that is girls become to menstruate. During the puberty in the girl, the breast size begun to increase and the girls begun to menstruate. And if you are talking about the boys, then the common change that occurs during the puberty in the boy, that is of thick hair growth on the face, or you can say the beard starting to come in. And the second one, that is of voice begun to crack, or you can say the voice become a darken. So this kind of change is occur during the puberty. Let's revise reproduction in human beings. In the human, use sexual mode of reproduction, and the first terminology, that is of sexual maturation, or you can say the puberty. The period of the life when the production of the germ cell, means the ova, which is produced in the female reproductive system, and the sperm, which is produced by the male reproductive system, and this period of the sexual maturation is called the puberty. Changes that occur during the puberty, the common changes that occur in male and female, that is a thick hair growth in the armpit and genital area. The second one, that is skin become oily and may result in a pimples. If we are talking about the change that is occur only in a girl during the puberty time, so that is a breast size begun to increase and the girls become to menstruate. The change that is occur in the boys during the puberty, that is thick hair growth on the face and voice begun to crack. So these all are the characteristic or the changes that can you seen in during the puberty. So this changes signals that the sexual maturity is taking place, or you can say your puberty time will start. This changes signal that sexual maturity is taking place. Now let's see the next topic, and it is very important. It may ask in a 5 marks. If asked that, write down the short note on the male reproductive system. So in that you have to write down the all the organ, as well as you have to draw the figure of the male reproductive system. So let's start the male reproductive system. The first point, that is of testes. What is a testes? Where it is located, that we have to mention. A pair of a testes are located inside the scrotum, which is present outside the abdominal cavity. If asked that, where the testes are located, or write down the location of the testes, then a pair of the testes are located inside the scrotum, which present outside the abdominal cavity. Now let's see the what is the scrotum. So the scrotum has a relatively lower temperature needed for the production of the sperm. These testes are located inside the scrotum. The scrotum is a bag-like, or you can say the sac-like structure. In that the testes are present. And what is the function of the scrotum? Scrotum is provide the lower temperature to the testes. So the testes are able to produce the sperm, because sperm is produced when the temperature is lower. Scrotum has a relatively lower temperature which helps or you can say which needed for the production of the sperm. The next point that the male germ cell, or you can say the sperms, are formed here, means in testes are responsible for the production of the male germ cell, or you can say the sperm. So the sperm production is occur in the testes. Why the sperm production is occur in the testes? Because sperm needed a lower temperature than the body, and this lower temperature is provided by the sac-like structure called the scutum, and in this scutum the pair of the testes is located. Male germ cell, that is of sperm, and which is formed by the which is produced by the testes. The another function of the test is that the testes release a male sex hormone called the testosterone. The first, that is of testes, produce the male germ cell, means the male sex cell called the sperm, and the testes also release the male sex hormone called the testosterone. Now let's see the function of the testes. So the testes is regulate the production of the sperm. The first function of the testes is that testes regulate the production of the sperm. The second function that it's bring change at the puberty. It brings the changes at the puberty. And the third function that as well we already see that the testes is release a male sex hormone that is called the testosterone. Now the next one, that is of vas deferens. What is a vas deferens and what's the structure? It is a pass sperm from the testes up to the urethra. As we see that the testes that is located in the scutum, a bag-like structure, and the testes is responsible for the production of the sperm. So whatever the production of the sperm which is occur in the testes, the sperm that carry out by the vas deferens. It is a pipe-like structure which is connected a testes. Whatever the sperm that is produced in the testes that carry out by the vas deferens, and then this vas deferens pass the sperm to testes to the urethra. Let's see in the figure so by which you can easily understand. Here you can see it is a figure of the human male reproductive system. This is called the scutum. It is a sac-like structure which is located at the outside of the abdominal cavity, and in the scutum this round oval shaped structure that is called the testis. Here the sperm production is occur, means the testis is produce the sperm, and for the production of the sperm whatever the temperature is required that is provided by the scutum, and generally in the scutum it is temperature is lower than the other body parts, or you can say the other body organ, so it is help to produce the sperm. Then the one pipe is arise from this testis that called the vas deferens. This vas deferens connect the testis, or you can say the whatever the sperm that is produced in the testis, that sperm pass to the testis to the urethra. You can see this pipe-like structure that is called the vas deferens, which arise from the testis, which collect the sperm from the testis and transfer it to the urethra. To over here you can see. So the vas deferens, it passes sperm from the testis up to the urethra. Now the next one, that is of a urethra. It is a common passage for the both sperm and the urine. It is the outer curving is called the penis, or you can say the penis. It is a common passage for the both sperm and the urine. In the male reproductive part, whatever the urine that is generated and the sperm that both the pathway is same in the urethra. Here you can see from here the sperm is carried out and from here the urine is carried out. So the pathway, both the pathway are the common. So urethra it is a common passage for the both sperm and the urine. It is the outer covering is called the penis. So this urethra's outer covering that is called the penis. So you can say the penis. Now let's see the next one that is of a associated gland. In the male reproductive system, two associated gland is there. One that is of seminal vesicles and the another one that is of prostate gland. So what is the function of this both the gland? Here you can see vas deferens is passed through here and it is also connected with the seminal vesicle and the prostate gland. So what is the function of this seminal vesicle and the prostate gland? So the seminal vesicle and the prostate gland secrete some fluid which this fluid is helped to nourish the sperm and it provides the motility to the sperm. So the associated gland is a seminal vesicle and the prostate gland that add their secretion into the sperm and this fluid provide a nourishment to the sperm and make their transport easy. What is the function of the seminal vesicle and the prostate gland? The seminal vesicle and the prostate gland add the secretion to the sperms. The fluid provide a nourishment to the sperm and make their transport easy. The sperm along with the secretion of the glands from the semen as the sperm that is produced from the testis. Then the sperm and from the seminal vesicle and the prostate gland. The fluid is secreted. This fluid is mixed with the sperm. The sperm and along with this secretion or you can say fluid mix with each other and form the semen. Now let's see the figure of the human male reproductive system and understand. As we started this human male reproductive system with the testis. Testis is the main organ of the human male reproductive system. This testis is located at the sac-like structure called the scrotum and which is presented at the outer side of the abdominal cavity. This testis function is the production of the sperm and also it is form the hormone called the testosterone. And what is the function of this scrotum? It protects the testis and it is also help to provide a favorable temperature to the production of the sperm which is occur in the testis. After that you can see here one pipe-like structure that arises from the testis that is called the vas deferens. This vas deferens function to carry out the sperm from the testis to the urethra. Now let's see the urethra. Urethra is the common passage for the passing of the sperm as well as the urine. And this urethra is covered by the penis or you can say the penis. And this structure that is called the ureter. This is the seminal vesicle and this is called the prostate gland. These both gland are known as the associated gland. What is the function of this both the gland? So these both the glands are at their secretion into the vas deferens and this secretion, this fluid is help. They give the nourishment to the sperm and also provide the motility to the sperm. This fluid is mixed with the sperm and make the semen. And almost all the and this is called the bladder. So this is the human male reproductive system. I hope you all are understand well. In the male reproductive system, first of all you have to describe the testes. A pair of testes are located inside the scrotum which is present outside the abdominal cavity. Scrotum has a relatively lower temperature. It's needed for the production of sperm and male germ cell called the sperm are the form here. Testes are release a male sex hormone called the testosterone. Function of the testes. that is regulate the production of the sperm, bring the change at the puberty. Second one, that is of vas deferens, that it pass the sperm from the testis up to the urethra. Third one, that is of urethra. It is a common passage for the both sperm as well as the urine, and it is outer covering is called the penis. Then the associated gland, two associated glands, seminal vesicles and the prostate gland add the secretion to the sperm, and this fluid provide the nourishment to the sperm and make their transport easy. And the sperm along with the secretion of the gland from the semen. And this is the structure of the human male reproductive system.